Hi, my name is Margaret Ingalls. Here is my flashcard. The date is March 18th, 2021. And here is the back of my card just with the structures listed below. This is my video of my sheep brain dissection. All right, so I'm going to start here by talking about the different lobes. So we have our brain here. And the lobes of the brain are also matched with the bones of the skull. So you have your frontal lobe here in the front, your parietal lobe here on the side with the temporal lobe down below, and the occipital lobe on the back. Then we have our longitudinal fissure, which runs down the center of the brain sagittally, and then this other deep line through the side is the lateral fissure. On top of the brain, this whole material on top is called the cerebral cortex. It makes up all of these little bumps and ridges are called the gyri. And in between each of these gyri, these little squiggly lines are the sulci. So then going into more the specifics of the brain on the inside, so we have a cut here of the brain in half. And so we start up here with the corpus callosum, this little piece of brain fell off there, this opening looking area right here. Then right down below we have the thalamus right in here, right here. And then below the thalamus we have the hypothalamus. Then we move over to the midbrain and the medulla oblongata, which always makes me think of was it Waterboy? I don't know. I'm sure you've seen that movie. So we have the medulla oblongata. And then if you look in this awesome structure here that looks like a tree called the arbor vitae, you can see this white matter in here. And I know it's hard to see on my computer and awkward to figure out which way I'm showing. But this white matter in here, it looks like a tree. And so I think that's just like really interesting. And when I first made the cut into this sagittal cut into the brain and saw that, that was pretty cool. So all of these structures then would lead down to the spinal cord, and these are all kind of falling apart, so sorry. But so the spinal cord would then form down here and then go down into the vertebrae. And then I have some pieces of the meninges, which are thicker, tougher material that cover then the whole outside of the brain. And you can, when I was making these cuts, it was cool because I saw a lot of the cranial nerves that were attached in between the meninges and then to the brain. So this was a super interesting dissection for me. I'm actually working as an athletic trainer supporting the neurosurgery unit right now at UW Health. So going through this whole unit and then specifically learning about the brain when we're seeing patients every day with issues with their brain and kind of putting everything together with things that I've seen people come in clinic for, to different tumors in different areas of the brain, and then realizing where those areas are and thinking about how that must actually like look inside someone's head is just, it's very fascinating to me. And it's so interesting that this piece of tissue here can control everything about us. So I really enjoyed this dissection. And that is my sheep brain dissection. Thank you.